Hey everybody, Mowers and Blowers here again on another adventure of pick and flip episode. Today I am headed to West Islip for a free riding mower pick. So a lady had it on Letgo. She said that she wants 50 bucks. She thinks the engine is locked up due to it sitting too long and rust and all. Maybe not, but there are ways to unlock engines, right? We all know that. And so she wanted 50 bucks for it. And of course I said, 50 bucks? I don't know. You're not going to find too many people with a pickup truck to pick up, stuff that doesn't work, especially, big heavy stuff like that,
In a quarter mile,
so
turn left onto Oceanside Street.
For a while, and she was reluctant. And then about a week later, she wrote me back. She goes, "Come get the mower." Obviously, nobody wanted it. So I'm headed on that way now, and gonna pick up a Toro wheel horse. I believe it's a 12 horsepower.
Turn left onto Oceanside Street.
32-inch cut. So we'll see what it looks like. I'm somewhat close. I am close, actually. Person parked.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
All right. Well, looks like we're getting close. Anyway, see you in a bit.
Your destination is on the left.
That's not it. So, we just got home with this thing. Looks like it's been sitting outside for quite a while. No headlights. Cracking the hood. That bottom part looks a little hinky. Gotta go to work now, so I can't mess with it right now, and I can't take it off because I got no room in my garage for it. Battery looks kind of okay. Rear tires down. I don't know if that yellow thing is original. I doubt it. Looks funny. But, see what happens, man. Check out the engine. To be determined. So, just got out of work. Figure I'd mess with this now, at least get it off the truck. Supposed to have bad weather tomorrow, so might as well get this done now. There we go. Pump the tires up so it rolls easier. Everybody should have this winching system. It's fantastic. You don't need help. You can do it all by yourself. You don't need to be dependent on anyone. Look at that. It is on the ground. Fantastic. Okay, so I've got this off the truck. I took the hood off because it was just loose and getting in my way anyway. So I just put it there for now. Cleared out my garage a little bit just to, get ready to be able to put this right around there. Moved my Simplicity up a little bit. My other mower runs great, but I haven't been able to use it because I've been messing with the ones that I've acquired so far. And of course you guys remember this damn Weed Eater 1. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. But anyway, got these over here ready to sell. As soon as it gets colder, they'll be knocking. Right now I'm just getting low ballers. You guys know about low ballers, right? You list something for $650 and they'll say, I'll give you $200. I'm like, eat me. They'll be begging when the first snow is announced. Anywho, so I just took a glance over, you know, there's you look at the evidence, right? Looks like a lot of caked on oil there. The blob here doesn't look very good. I mean, I'm almost wondering if there's electrical problems with it, you know. I don't know where that goes. Any of you guys know? Let me know. I mean, it looks intact, you know. Some surface rust over here. It's not terrible. I've seen worse for sure. But let's first just try to get this thing started, right? And as you can see here, it's locked. I mean, not even close. It won't budge. So I'm gonna probably take this engine cover off and get like a crowbar and put it in between the fan blades here and slowly try to move it back and forth. Before that though, gotta release the pressure, so I'm gonna take this spark plug off. It actually looks okay. I'm gonna take the spark plug off and shoot some PB PB blaster in there. It's got a new can. And that'll just start working on loosening things up, you know. You know, it's not that bad. Some oil on it, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna spray some PB blaster in there now. Put this somewhere and see if I can turn that just with my hand. Solid. You know, that's actually really clean oil. Really clean. Wow. Hey, those are good signs. I'm gonna take the air cleaner off. See what this looks like. Usually this is a tall tale sign of whether or not this machine was maintained properly or not. Oh. Okay. Check this out. I mean, it looks relatively clean. It means that, you know, it's been serviced somewhat recently, you know. Things are looking up. You see that? I mean, it's not good, but I mean, you guys know, you've seen way worse, you know. I mean, oil all over it, and it looks clean. I think we just need to unlock this, and I might have gotten lucky again. We'll see. I'm going to take that engine cover off now. So I just glanced over here. You know what that stuff is? Those are rats' nests. I betcha there's some rats in there, which is causing one of the reasons why it doesn't start. I'm almost scared to take this cowling off. I've almost got it off. I had 2 bolts in the front, one really hard to reach in there, one on the other side that wasn't as bad, still pretty bad. I had to take one nut off of the oil dipstick reservoir, and right now the cover to the starter motor has 2 bolts. Okay, looks like the starter's engaged, which is the reason why you're not going to be able to crank this, because this is actually supposed to go down. The gear's down when it's there's no power to it. You see what I'm saying? So this is locked up, causing the engine to not be able to move. So I got to move this down. That could be one of the problems. This is the starter motor, and the starter motor basically, once you have power to it, this thing spins really quickly and shoots this gear up to match the flywheel gears. See? But right now, it's stuck on it. So there's no way this is going to work. So I'll have to find a way to get this down. But right now, I'm scared to look. I'm scared. I hope I don't see any dead rats. Oh my god. Oh my god, here we go. Oh, look at that. That is one big nest. Look at that. That's insane. That nest is huge. Alright, this is one new for me. I've never seen a rat's nest that big. I'm gonna have to put on some rubber gloves and a bag to get that out. I'm not, you know, that's crazy. I'm trying to set this up so you guys can see it. Sorry. That's close enough. Wow, look at that. Well, you know what? I don't see any dead rats. That's a good thing. I don't see any dead rats. I was expecting to find a rat, because I've seen them in other YouTube videos, but they're rats. Oh, that's disgusting. I mean, just imagining the rats, you know? Oh, look at that. That's still disgusting in there. So, those fins are what helps keep the engine cool. So if your fins are completely blocked with debris and rat's nests, I mean, it's going to overheat, you know? And that's not going to work right. So, got to get into all these areas here so that you clear the fins. So I'm going to spend some time doing that. So, I managed to get this down now. See how this works? This spins, and at a high speed, this goes up. This part here goes up at high speeds. And see how it goes down? And then it can go up. And it catches onto those gears and starts the motor. Unfortunately, I just tried to spin it again, and it won't budge. So it is locked up. So I'm gonna remove it. You know, I want to get like a crowbar or a long screwdriver and stick it in here and just go left and right slowly to try to slowly move it without damaging the cylinders and stuff, because we got that PB blaster in there. But I want to see if there's, you know, a better place to catch stuff. So I have to take these three bolts off, screws off. Took that top part off. Covers there. This looks like it's plastic though. That's the problem. So I don't want to stick a screwdriver in between these this blower fan, because it's plastic, you know. I'm gonna try to do something over here to get it, try to spin. Oh, you know what? I can put a 7/8 ratchet socket in there and try to turn it with a breaker bar. That ought to do it. So I've got this huge breaker bar on here with a 1/2" 7/8 socket, and I'm just gonna pull on it and see if it budges. Look at it, look at it. It's moving. I'm not gonna do all the way. I'm just gonna slowly move it around. I'm gonna spray some more PB blaster into the cylinder and see if we can get this thing, this baby moving. So I've loosened up the flywheel. Look, I'm using one hand. Sprayed some more PB blaster in there. If I can move it by hand, man, then this motor should be, this starter should be able to turn it. So I've cleaned up the spark plug a little with a bristle brush. I'm going to put it in and then spray some carb cleaner into the carburetor. Hook up my battery charger to the battery and just see if it, you know, turns over. We'll just see what happens. Alright, so I sprayed some carb cleaner in there. I don't even want to sit on it, it's dirty. Alright, so parking brake is off. That's disengaged. Is that the choke? Choke is on there. Got my battery on start. I don't even want to stand here. I hate standing there when you don't know what's going to happen, in case your legs get chopped off, you know. So I guess I'm going to stand here. At least I'm on top of the blades. Okay. Engage the brake. I turn it. Yep, just heard some clickage. Nothing. Heard some clickage, that's all. Nothing. See, starter should be moving. It's not. Something's up with the solenoid. I heard the noise around here. There and there. Should check that fuse. So it's getting dark outside, and I tightened the terminals here. The terminals were really loose. That has something to do with it. So I'm charging the battery. I mean, I don't know why it says it's already charged, you know? I don't know what it means. Maybe it means that the battery's dead and no matter what, it's not going to work. Anyway, so I tightened the terminals, and so now when I turn the switch, the ignition switch, this thing actually, the starter actually moves and turns it. Problem is, it's still pretty hard to turn on the second cycle, if you know what I mean. Like, you can turn it with your hand up to a point, and then once you get over that hump, it's easier to turn again. But there's this one area, I'm not an engine expert, you know, so one area, I guess it's where the, you know, the lifter opens on top and then it opens on the bottom. I guess when it opens on the bottom, it's tough to do. I think it's because it's hydrolocked. And it's hydrolocked because I sprayed all that PB blaster inside the cylinder. So I'm going to do some more research on it and figure out what I should do to clear out the hydrolock. You know, I know that with push mowers you put it on its side and, you know, spin the blades a little bit to have it leak out and stuff, but I don't know if you do that with here, or maybe I have to somehow drain the oil from the cylinder somehow. Anyway, it's getting late now, so I'm gonna go and try this tomorrow. But you know what, man? I mean, I thought that this thing was like one of those things where you just, no way it's gonna start, you know. But I'm feeling pretty confident that eventually I will get this thing started. I don't think it's in that bad a shape, but it looks worse than it actually is. There's not a lot of rust on the thing. It's just really dirty. A good power washing would be good. You know, I pumped up the tires, you know, to get it off the truck so it rolled better. Tires are good. I mean, they all hold air. All of them. All four of them. So, you know, to be continued. See you guys later. Hey guys, so it's the next day now, and I've let this thing soak overnight, you know, with the PB blaster inside the cylinder head. Charge the battery. I don't know if it's completely full. I don't know how good the battery is, but if it cranks, it'll be pretty cool. I'm going to give it a try. I just sprayed some carb cleaner into the carburetor. There's no gas in the tank, remember, but, you know, that you can actually see it moving around in there. Put some carburetor fluid in there. So I'm going to try and crank it. Let's see if it spins all the way. Ooh. Ooh. That's kind of cool. Turned. But still doesn't look like it's turning over. You know what? I'm going to do that charger too. spark. Maybe it's no spark because it's not igniting that fuel at all. I was just going to say it shouldn't last long because there's no gas in the tank. But how about that, huh? Started that baby up. It's going to smoke a lot because remember we had a ton of that PB blaster in there and some you know, excess residual oil that was sprayed on there or, you know, leaked over there over the years. But man, I am elated. That is fantastic that I got this to start, you know. Sounds good, you know, once it started. So I know the carburetor's pretty good. It continuously ran. I'm going to put some gas in it now and run it a little bit and burn off all the excess oil. And if everything is good, I'm going to put everything back together again and wash it up. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.